The A-Series kit comes complete with everything necessary to install the lock on the ATM, including a complete set of instructions, a serial number plate, a serial number, the keypad extension, the keypad base, the keypad itself, and then the lock. The serial number is a very important component of the A-Series lock. First thing you should do is remove the serial number plate and the serial number from their respective packages, and then affix the serial number to the serial number plate. Then remove the adhesive backing from the back of the serial number plate and position it over the spindle hole on the front of the safe. Inside the A-Series kit, you will find the accessory pack B33. This contains all of the bolts necessary to secure the lock and keypad in place. Now remove the remaining contents of the box. Lift the keypad extension and disconnect the wire from the back of the connection plate. Set the keypad extension aside and now remove the keypad, again disconnecting the wire from the back of the keypad. As you remove the lock from the box, you'll notice there are a number of cables and wires attached to the lock. Set the lock aside and we'll explain what those wires are shortly. Remove the keypad base and set it aside as well. Unravel the wires attached to the lock. You'll notice there's a blue wire, a red, green, and black wire. The blue secure loop wire is designed to have a door switch attached if necessary. Leave it intact if a door switch is not going to be used. The bolt position indicators, red, green, and black, can be attached to an alarm input panel to sense the position of the bolt. If the bolt position indicator wires are not going to be used, they can be clipped off. Now it's time to install the lock on the back of the safe door. First, thread the wires through the spindle hole and be sure not to damage the wires as they come in contact with sharp metal edges. Using the bolts that are included in the B33 accessory pack, secure the lock on the back of the mounting plate, as shown. Tighten the bolts diagonally in order to ensure appropriate pressure across the lock face. Ensure that there's adequate bolt clearance either side of the bolt as it contacts and interacts with the bolt mechanism. Using the zip ties that are enclosed in the accessory pack, tie back any wires that are not being used. Ensure that the placement of these wires won't interfere with the mechanism of the bolt work. Now it's time to install the keypad. The wires have been threaded through the spindle hole. Place the communication wire, the wider wire, through the center of the keypad extension base and connect it to the connection on the back side of the connection base. Thread the remainder of the communication cable through the extension base as well as the lock cable and position the extension base over the holes to secure against the safe door. Now position the keypad base over top of the extension. And using the provided bolts, place the bolt through the keypad base, through the keypad extension, and into the threaded hole of the safe door. Then install the second screw. Connect the keypad to the lock using the lock cable at the Hiroshi connector. The cable can only go in one way. Once connected, attach batteries. Make sure to support the posts of the terminals when pressing the batteries into place. And finally, test the lock to ensure connectivity. We're almost finished the installation. Now tie back the excess I-button cable as indicated using a zip tie. Then carefully route the cable to ensure that it's not pinched or cut as you place the keypad on the keypad extension base. Then snap the keypad on. Test the lock operation one more time using the 10 code. So it's 10, 10, 10, 10, and then pound. The lock will open, turn the handle. After 6 seconds, the lock will extend and then close the door. Your installation is complete.